Hello, good afternoon, this is Diecast Luna. I hope you're all doing well, and this afternoon's video is going to be a challenge video. The challenge was set by Gary from Gary's Diecast collection, and it's called the Random Car Challenge. And it basically is what it says on the side of the tin. It is just random cars. So basically you can pick anything you like, from your favourite cars, excuse me, to your worst cars, to various makes, all one make. The sky's the limit. The only rule that I can see is that it has to be a minimum of 10, a maximum of 15. So basically 10 to 15 cars, no more, no less. So with that, we'll get straight into the challenge. We'll get straight into the cars I'm going to show rather than chatting for too long. And it is literally, all I have done is I've literally gone into my front room cases and picked out 10 premium diecast castings. Basically some cars that I don't get to show very often. So for me, this challenge is awesome. So with it, we'll get straight into it. And the first car is from Hot Wheels, and it is the Volvo P220 Amazon wagon. And this is an awesome piece. I think I got this, I think this came out, come on, 2 years ago now. Excuse me. And I haven't seen it since. Or at least I don't think they have. I think they basically bought this casting out and put it straight to premium. But it is a very cool piece, as you can see. So it's all tampered in really nicely in its lowered stance. Let's have a little look. Yeah, see, 2020 copyright. So anyway, so that's the first piece. It is the P220 Amazon Estate. So that is cool. And then the next piece is from one of my favourite films. This is probably my most favourite Autoworld piece that I have in my collection. Excuse me again. And it is the partially restored version of Christine, which obviously is, the car is a 58 Plymouth Fury. But I have most of the Christine cars from the film. All the different, you know, the sort of standard version, the blacked out window version, the burnt version, but this one is my favourite version, this, you know, partially restored, because in the film, if you've seen the film, you see that he does odd work. He sort of shines up the bonnet, and he sort of does a hubcap. He sort of does it in a very peculiar way, but this is very nicely done. Obviously it's from Autoworld. So let's have a look under the bonnet. You have got the cool, you can see the top of the dual quad carbs there. But it's a very, very cool piece. And it's all blacked out on the bottom. So yeah, very nicely done from Autoworld. So that is piece number 2. And then piece number 3 is going to be one from Johnny Lightning. And it is the Hummer H1. And this is a piece that I got. I'm trying to think when I got this now, but this is quite an it's older Johnny Lightning. It's from let's have a little look. So it's 99 copyright, but yeah, this is the older Johnny Lightning. But anyway, as you can see, it's got Frankenstein on the side, Frankenstein on the roof, and I think it's Boris. I think that's actually Boris Karloff was the one. I think this is from the original, one of the original. The screenshot is from one of the original movies of Boris Karloff, when I think he played Frankenstein. But anyway, pretty cool piece, as you can see, very nicely done. Excuse me. So yeah, so it's great, this challenge. It's given me a chance to get out castings. I have so much vintage pieces and stuff to do with vintage stuff now that I sort of forget that I have premium pieces. Anyway, the fourth piece is going to be another one from Hot Wheels. It is the 62 Chevy Custom, I believe. Let's have a little look. So yeah, Custom 62 Chevy. But very, very cool piece in this sort of Zamac with the black roof, and obviously it's got the surfboard, which does remove, but I'm not going to remove it at the moment. But this is another piece that's been very nicely done. So you can see it's got Champion, spark plugs, logo on the side. I think it says something 1907 there. Have a little look. Since, I think that says since, but very, very nicely detailed. So very, very cool piece. So yeah, like I said, this is great because it's given me a chance to get, I literally just picked 10 random castings, a couple from each cabinet. So that is piece number 4. And then piece number 5 is going to be another movie car. It is the 1970 Dodge Challenger with the 440, and I think the engine in this, I think there's a 440 Magnum in this, if I remember rightly, and this is from the film Vanishing Point. But I'm not sure if this is from film 1, if it's supposed to be from film 1, or if it's from the remake. But nonetheless, this is from Greenlight, and as you can see, you've got all the tyres are detailed, and the rims are detailed very nicely. I think it says I think it says polyglass maybe. So a little closer look. Yeah, I think it says polyglass GT. But very, very nicely done nonetheless. Let's take a look at the motor quickly. So there you go. And if I remember rightly, I think the 440 Magnum engine, I think it was just a single 4-barrel carb. You could get this as well with the 446 back, which was basically 6 carbs, or it was 3 2-barrel carbs. And then obviously you can get it with the Hemi. But I know for the film, or at least the car that was in the film, it was a 440 Magnum. So, and Gary, as he said in his video earlier, he's a Dodge man. So there's one for you, Gary. So very cool piece. There's the back. So that is car number 5. And then car number 6 is still in its box, only because this one wasn't in my cabinet. This is one I just thought I'd pull out and show. It is the 65 Ford GT. In this race, this is the raced version. You can get it clean, and you can get it when it's been through the race. That's why it's got all that sort of dusty sort of look to it. And if I believe rightly, I think this is the one that, I think Malcolm McLaren was the one that was driving this back in the day when it won the race, or they did that 1-2-3 finish at Le Mans. But this is a very, very cool piece. Very, very nicely done from Autoworld. But this one, unfortunately, isn't in my cabinet at the moment. It's in its box because my cabinets downstairs are fit to burst with all my premiums. Because the only cars I have on display is my premium cars and some of my vintage pieces. So that is car number 6. Oh, and in case I didn't show it, you can see it's got real lens lights, which is an unusual thing for these Autoworlds, but Autoworld now and again does do that. So anyway, very cool indeed. So let's just move the box to one side as well while I'm at it. Bear with me 2 seconds. And number 2 now, so what's that, 6? Piece number 7 is going to be a 54 GMC. This is from M2. This is M2's. Now this is flawless, not a quality issue at all. Can't fault the car. This is one of M2's cars that doesn't have opening parts, and 9 times out of 10 their cars that don't have opening parts are usually spot on. But this is a really, really cool piece. You can see it's got it is a black, but it's a black metallic, or it's got like a silver fleck in it. So very, very nicely done. You've got the wide wheels on the back, narrows on the front. Little look. Yeah, oh sorry, it's not a 54, it's a 58. 58 GMC, but it is a step side. And in my front room, on my wall, I have a huge sign that says Route 66. I have a replica Route 66 sign on my front room wall, and I have a 1950 GMC hubcap. So I actually have and it is actually from a 50 GMC, so it's, I'm trying to think how old it is now, it's pushing on 70-year-old I think, but I actually have an American GMC hubcap on my wall from one of these, but obviously from a 1950s version pickup. But anyway, so that is pretty cool. So that is piece number 7, and then piece number 8 is another one that's in its little plastic box, because this is another one that I just grabbed from my drawer. It is the 67 Buick GS400. Very, very nicely done. This came with a large scale model car that I still have. If you bought the large scale model car, you've got its 1/64 scale counterpart. But this isn't their premium, this was their, now what was this? This is a deluxe range that they no longer do, which is a shame, because a deluxe range, in my opinion, was really nicely detailed, but they had plastic bases and plastic wheels and no opening parts usually. But look at the delicate, you've got real delicate pinstriping. GS400, all the lights are done. But very, very cool piece. So that is the Buick GS400. And there's the interior, which is pretty good too. So that is piece number 8. And then piece number 9 is going to be a Jeep Rubicon from Autoworld again. So this is pretty cool. And obviously in the sort of, I'm not sure if this was called liquid black or it was tuxedo black. I can't remember the colour shade now, but it has got that sort of like a matte coloured roof to symbolise. Now I'm not sure if the roof on this is supposed to come off in real life, but I can't remember if this is the shut version or the sealed version, you know, like in real life. But obviously this one doesn't come off on this model. But it is very nicely done with all nice looking wheels and tyres. And we'll take a little look at the engine. And I think this is what they call the Pentastar V6, I think. But it is a very, very cool piece. I do like these very much. If you look underneath so you can see exactly where we're to with it. So it doesn't say, it just says the copyright. But very, very nice. So that is piece number 9. And then piece number 10 we're going to finish off with now. This is a Chevy Silverado. I think it's a high country. So I'll have to little zoom in on the side there because I forgot what it is. Yeah, high country. But this basically is, as far as I'm aware of, this is the top of the range. As far as you can, I think this is the top of the range trim level for this particular real vehicle. But very weighty piece, very big piece. Give you an example of how big it is. If I get, which is a big car in real life, the 58 Plymouth Fury is a big car in real life. I don't know if I can do this on camera, but if we put the camera up a little bit, you can see just how big, because obviously Autoworld is true 164, but it is a monster of a truck. I mean, these are big cars, but like I said, it is a really weighty piece of die-cast. Only one I have in my collection. I never bought any more of these, but this is really cool. Got these great big, I suppose in real life they'd be 20-inch rims, great big chrome rims, and obviously it's got the drop down tail. And obviously now this has got, I think it's a 6 litre V8. I can't remember now, so a little look on the bonnet. It does say, yeah, 6.3 litre V8 in this, which we will look at very quickly. Just about to see it, but very, very nicely done. Got the blacked out rear windows. But anyway, so that is my cars for the random car challenge set by Gary from Gary's Diecast collection. If you don't know Gary, which I'm sure you do, pop along. I will leave his details at the lower part of my screen, but check him out. Great guy, shows some great content, great supporter of many channels, mine and lots of other channels included. So pop along and say hello to Gary and have a go at the challenge. These challenges are just a bit of fun. It's a no-brainer. If you're struggling to find something to use for content, which we sometimes all do, this sort of gives you like a free video, so you're getting something for free. And with that, please like, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more challenge videos and unboxings and all that good stuff in the future. And with that, I will see you all very soon. Thanks for watching.